internet. Now, I don't want to count these chickens before they hatch, and I do have my 4-leaf clover, rabbit's foot, monkey's paw, and voodoo dolls ready to go, but I think we're on the precipice of a new big 3 of anime. As long as the greedy suits don't ruin it. We have solo leveling, which came through with the first clean season. Sung Jin-woo is on his way to necromantic dominance. With Omniscient Reader, we're waiting for anything. If this is any foreshadowing for the speed at which this series is going to be made, well then I'm substituting the live action in its place. And with the new announcement for 2025, we're getting the beginning after the end. Sure, it's another reincarnation story, but like with Mushoku Tensei and My Hero, it's a cliche storyline that hits all the right beats. So let me get you introduced to the series, and after I'll give my thoughts on how the producers and studios can make this a staple, not only in the webcomic scene, but mainstream anime. No more stalling. If this is your kind of content, I'd appreciate a like and a sub. Let's get it. Meet our main character, Arthur. If he thinks you're cool, you can call him Art. And in a previous life, our brown/auburn-haired, blue-eyed baby was a king. And as we all know, the life at the top is usually the loneliest. But now that he gets a second chance to have a family he never got in his first life, he will use all at his disposal to make sure he doesn't lose it. We're gonna watch the homie grow into a true problem of an individual. In a good way. The world is your generic fantasy land, very pretty, elves and dwarves exist, but it's the characters we meet in those lands and of those factions that make this story so engaging. And those fight scenes! Choreography and intensity done well. These moments of pure action are habit forming. You will have withdrawals. It's not the same. Okay, for this to become what we know it could, it's gonna need some TLC. The rumors that it will be 24 episodes long is already a great start. I would have been a little worried with the average 12 to 13 that we would need to rush the story to fit roughly, depending on where they plan on stopping the season. I'm using this scene as a guessing marker. 46 to 74 comic chapters in the season. The studios behind this series are Slow Curve and ACAT, and they have brought us titles such as I Was Reborn as a Vending Machine. Okay. And the strongest magician in the Demon Lord's army was a human. So a lot of TLC. I'm of the opinion that if you give the animators the time and budget to rock, they could come through with something glorious. The author is stated to also be a producer on the series and will have a hand in all throughout the project. His main theme seems to be staying close to the story. And that's fine and all, but I think the main aspect that must remain is the emotional connections and interactions that are made throughout the story. That's the whole point of the series. Once I had nothing. Now that I have something, I'm gonna fight to keep it. Just make sure the audience also feels like fighting for those characters. One of the key things, in my opinion, that makes these characters so enjoyable is their ability to drop the stoic act and just be real people with emotions. That could be goofy from time to time, show dread and heartache, or just be chibi for a second. And I think we get all of this because of the amount of time we get to spend with everyone. We either slowly learn, or fairly quickly, about someone's backstory and who they are as an individual. Give the audience time to fall in love with the amazing characters of this series and give those action scenes that sweet saga good treatment. And I think you will have solidified your place within anime. What do you guys think? Do you plan on checking out the beginning after the end? Was my advice too no duh? Let me know in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one. Later!